can put it in.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, please. Oh.
Why have you left me to do this?
Hey, you just got to pop it in. Right, so I've done that one. And then get your...
Yeah, okay.
I can see in the chat. Hi Annie, you alright? Be quiet, Tully. She's started already.
Is Annie watching?
Yeah.
I thought she would.
I haven't done one of these in so long. And it's just to see if it's all...
You've got to warm up again, haven't you?
Yeah. Plus I've picked the wrong time to do it at 12 o'clock, but it's okay for the first one.
No.
Huh? Oh, is that what you're doing? Oh, you can't go straight. There we go. Hi mate, you alright? Thought you'd still be asleep.
Is that Tyrese?
Yeah.
Oh, hey buddy.
Tarantula ambulance, yellow, you alright? Yellow. Right, I've got the piece off there. I hope it's still alive. I'm going to try and check. See, just wait to see if people come in. Yeah, it's looking good, mate, isn't it? But we've got a few more bits and pieces to do, haven't we, babe?
Yeah.
A few big plants to turn up, a few more enclosures to come and stuff like that, so we've got a few more things to do. Right. Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to start having a look at this one in a minute. Yeah, all good, babe. Oh.
I've got to go in a bit, so.
What time you got to leave?
15 minutes?
15 minutes, alright, okay. You'll be back till later on, then, will you?
Nope.
No? Alright, okay. I do. Have a good time then.
Okay, I'll give you a quick kiss.
Yeah. Right. Love you, babe.
Love you.
Right, see you later.
Bye-bye.
You desert yourself again.
Yeah. Right, love you.
Right, love you, babe. Bye. Thank you, cheers. It took a while. It took us a good few weeks to get everything set up. It was doing all the lights was quite annoying, and to get everything set up, and the shelves and stuff like that is quite expensive. But yeah, we've got it all done. We've got a few more bits to do, and I'll end up showing the room off in the next couple of videos once I get my new tripod and set up, and then it'll all be, the camera will move freely, so I won't have to adjust it or nothing, so I can just walk around the room and it will just automatically pick me up, which would be absolutely amazing. Right, so what I've got in this one, might as well just start right now. I don't think it's alive, I haven't seen it in ages. This is the orange leg trapdoor, the Workman. It's not really a trapdoor spider, but it was, I think, sub-adult size. I don't think they're that big anyway, and it's doing brilliantly. It was eating well, and then all of a sudden for the last 6 months I've not seen anything of it. So you right, Prof? How you doing, mate? I've not seen anything of it, and I just want to get it out and have a look. Normally you shouldn't really disturb them because they will just sort themselves out unless they are perished, but I had no reason to perish. You can see the moist substrate is quite moist, and it was doing well in this. It was getting prey items, and I could leave a cricket in there and it would run around and then just come out and get it whenever it wants. Or sometimes I could encourage, if you see a previous video with it, I think I spent a couple of months just trying to get a shot of it feeding, and it took me 2 months in total for about 2 seconds of footage. But I want this enclosure for someone else. I've got two P Metallicas here. They're both hidden at the minute. and they're getting big enough now to come out of that, and I want to put them in something like this. So I want to change these over. All right, love you, babe. I'll see you later. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. You? So I'm just gonna see if I can slowly take bits and pieces out of this and see if it's still alive. So I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, dig it up. Let's get rid of those little bits. Keep all this moss. Make a load of mess. Right, what do we do? Tongs. I'm gonna have to start turfing this out into here now. So if you can see on that side there where it goes down, and you can see where it did its chamber. It also did its chamber going around into this side, but you can't see it, it's covered it up. But I have no idea if it's still in there, but it's closed over the hole at the top, so I don't think it is. They don't live that long. I'll be amazed if it is. If it is still alive, then I'm going to put it into something like this, and then obviously give you guys a good little viewing while I do it. So I will go quiet a few times while I get this out. But in fact, if I get a little scoop, that would help. There we go, a little protein scoop. Right, just slowly start taking this out. I'm starting this side because I know it's over that side, so I'm not going to just scoop it up in here. You hope it bites me. Don't think it should. I reckon it's perished because I've had it long enough now, but let's go down a substantial amount, and then if I see it, I will show you. In fact, I don't actually know how big it is. It's been molting inside here. Just check I haven't scooped it out. Nope. Because what we do is we scoop out one side that I know it's not in, and then you collapse the side I think it's in into the other empty side. Right. Because you have to be careful, because this could disturb it. I know it lives right down here, and it is very fast. So let's have a look. Right. Hi Billy. I used to have hundreds before, but we had an accident when we had a load of power cuts, and we ended up losing a lot of tarantulas, and some of them with my friend Al, who's watching now as well, lost some of his, which I was gutted. So at the minute I'm trying to get a load of new ones, but I'm designing the back side of this room, which you can't see, where I've got floating enclosures. I'll show that in a few updates I've got coming soon. So I've got a few more plants and bits to go in there, but this is for the big Sturmies and Exiensis intermedia, and I've got some Promictopus cancerides coming, so they're going to go in there once they mature out. I've got a load over this side as well, so I think around 30 at the minute. I've got a load of babies here, a load at the top, but that's going to go up quite quickly, I think. Lucy's bought me some new tarantulas last week. That's going to turn up next week, so I've got a batch coming, and then pretty much I'll probably get tarantulas every month till I get to an amount I'm happy with. But I don't want to just get any for the sake of it. It's certain individuals. Like my favorite is Valhalla, so that's a must. I want to be able to get the Valhalla, they're not cheap. And Saba Blue, Everetti. I've got like Rasties and stuff, like Tapinaceous Rasty, but there's a few others that I do want to keep. So I want to try and get and focus on those first. Right. Still no signs of life yet, and I haven't found the little web chamber, so I'm just slowly going down. Oh, broke into a slight hole there. I hope it's still alive, but the web chamber doesn't look good, and there's a molt in there. It looks really dry, and when it was using it, it would widen the chamber, and it hasn't done so for months. I think it's just perished. It didn't come out at the top, so it wasn't a male or anything, but no idea why it did perish. It was eating fine the last time I seen it. Beautiful colour as well on the legs. Right, let's see if we can, so you can see in there. So that's where the chamber is, but you can see there's a hole there as well, where there's a base chamber in the middle. I'm going to try and see if I could just collapse it and open it up. Right, break it down with this. Done a quite big chamber in the middle. please be alive. I'd be amazed if it is. Right, let's get away that excess. Gently shake that out. Put my hand in there, not too bothered if it's in there and it is alive. It's not very big. I wouldn't do that with hardly any other trapdoors. I had the African trapdoor, the red one, and that was a female. I had that for a few years, and that was actually quite big. It was bigger than the top of this, but that was just very interesting to have, and I wouldn't see that for 6-7 months, wouldn't eat, and then all of a sudden it would eat for like 2-3 months, just ploughing food down, and then it would just stop eating altogether. So I could definitely see a big chamber in here. It's all going to come away as one lot. Oh, please don't be dead. Ooh. That's the thing with these trapdoors, you don't really see them if you just keep the substrate moist, but I normally keep it moist one side and then dry the other side, and you'll find that it will do the chamber down and it will do the chamber across both sides, and if it needs to be with more moisture, it will just crawl across, or if it wants to be on the dry side, it will just go across to the dry side. But I can already tell that that's still a little bit moist down this side, but I haven't seen this in a while. Right, let's take some more of this out. What's that? Some malt. All broken down in there. What problem do you have? What have you done? You're going to go live as well, Profi. Right, it's not looking good at the minute, but I know I have done this before, and it stays right in that little sacket, the sack of web until the last minute. I can't see nothing else at the minute. That's solid down there. I'm going to have to open this up. Ooh. Nothing in there. Right, so this is a part of the web chamber. I need to open out. There's no movement in there. And it goes further down as well, so I have to check in there. There's no signs of any body at all. How come you can't watch it? You not got Sky? Got to be careful just in case it's in here. It's quite small if it is. Come on, buddy, please be alive. Another set of tweezers. Oh, don't you hate it when the tweezers do that? You get bent. You can always come down here and watch it. I think it's on at 3 o'clock I'm going to watch it. Got a couple of versicolours up there as well, and they're doing really well at the minute. Had them for absolutely ages. This one started to get the adult coloration. It's all scrunched up in there, but it comes out pretty much every day. I've had one of the Rasties. I had 2 of them. One of them perished in the molt. The other one's doing brilliantly. But there's a few other species I want to get. I think I ordered something new off the spider shop as well, so I'm not going to say what it is. Right, these tongs. Straighten those out. Well, you're going to come down then, are you? Yeah, don't jinx it, Prof. I hope he doesn't win. He's got pole, but... Right, these ain't any good. I need to get some more tongs. I need to fix those. Please be alive. No, and no body in there, so that's a good sign. So it's not dead in there. Right, that was just one of the chambers. So nothing at all. Yeah, I agree. I can't wait for him to go there next season, but still going to be interesting this year though. Right, so I've got to feel out where the rest of the chamber is. Please be alive. Well, it looks like there's a mass there. It's gone right down to the bottom. Can't see it there. Right, let's get my hands in again. A nice little trapdoor. Yeah, they have, but I think they're slower yesterday for quali. They've set it up for the race today, so I think it would be good. Oh, please be alive. Done so well. I'd rather do it slowly like this and work my way down just in case it is alive. I don't want to stab it with anything. Just moving away the loose soil until I get to the area, but it's not looking good. It doesn't normally go down this far. No worries, I'll see you later. Right, come on, let's get fingers in there. There was another chamber. Yeah, hopefully we'll see today though, but he's way off George Russell, isn't he, at the minute? I was amazed to see the difference, like George Russell to Lewis. Oh, please be alive. It'd be amazing if you are. I think because it's a lot more moist down in the bottom, I think that's why it's dug right down to get that moisture. This chamber was never normally down this far. That's definitely not in that there. Please be alive. Nearly there at the bottom. Yeah, that's nice and cool. It's quite warm in here. Right. It's amazing when you get some spiders, tarantulas, even true ones, when they're very, very small and they die. It's like they get absorbed by the cocoa fibre. It's like it draws every ounce of moisture out. Right. Right on top. Let's have a look. Is it in there? Can't believe that fell out. Hi Joe, you alright? Just missed Lucy, she's just gone out. Let's just pick that up. Nope. Right, so there's the old sack bit at the bottom. There's no movement in any of this. What, because I dropped it? No, I reckon it has perished because it was out all the time. I'd see it at the top, but it wouldn't eat. And then it would just traverse up and down on almost a daily basis. I'd see it out getting water. And it's done the chamber all the way down. It's definitely not in any of this. That's the last bit left so I can see, but there's not. I don't know. check that in a sec. I just want to go through this just to, oh, there's another bit. No, see, that don't look good. Is that a molt? Looks like it's there, but that's inside the webbing chamber, and I know it does molt inside that chamber, and it leaves. It's absolutely tiny, this orange leg. You can see in there, but I think, pull out a leg there. Oh, it's got some impressive fangs on it for that size. I don't know if that's a molt. I think it's died. Yeah, that feels too hard. I think it's died. If you can see that. Absolutely gutted with that one dying, but I wanted to get a couple more, but it's just one of those things that you never see. Yeah, it's all like molded together. I can't get that off anymore. I mean, I'm not sure if that is fully it, but I can't make out if that's empty. Looks like it's been perished for a little while. I've no idea how old it was as well, because I got it and it was technically a subadult. So they don't live long. Right, let's just get this up here and just check it's not in there, because that could be the old molt, but I doubt it. Yeah, that's where it was living, right down at the bottom. No, so that was it. Doesn't look like there was anything wrong with it. A couple of molts on the way down. There's about 2 in there, but they're not very big. Well, which ones have you got? So that's completely dead. That's gone, so I'll put that aside. And what we'll do is put the ones with the webbing up there so I can reuse the substrate, because this has got moss and everything else in there, so I could clean that out. Right, but then I've got the free enclosure for the P Metallicas. There's something else I've got to do, Calcodes, I've got to get that changed over. Not your one, Prof, your one's doing fine over there, I've got to do mine. Got to put it in the same enclosure so they're right next to each other. There we go, that's that done. Right, so I'll move that out of the way because I'll do that in a bit. Right, see if Verticolour wants to eat. Let's get rid of this mess. There we go, nice and tidy. Right. This one molted a while ago, comes out pretty much all the time. What I normally do is spray it and it comes flying up. I need to really clean the enclosures. You're going to come out? And then we'll see if we can feed it. Love those little spray bottles. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doesn't want to come out. If you can see it there. Beautiful little Verticolour. I've got another one up there, which is out now. It should need feeding, but I don't know if that's going into pre-mold. but this one's got its adult coloration, but it normally comes out when I spray. She doesn't want to today. Let's see if we can encourage you up. Come on. Come on. No, it's not going to come out. Right, let's have a look at the other one. Right. With the P Metallicas, I've got two there. This one's very chill and it's normally always out, and it's about that big now, so I'd say 2 inches. The other one though is absolutely savage. Oh, it's there at the bottom, and that's the thing, it looks a lot more smaller when they're all scrunched up together. But I don't know if you can see that in there. Am I showing you enough? But it's at the bottom, but this one's really, really chill. So they're normally out, but the other one isn't so friendly. It goes into threat pose to the point it bends itself in half, and it's going to be interesting. But I want to do it in those enclosures, the glass ones, because you can set them up really nice, and I get the moss from where I am. It's just a bit weird. I don't know why it's doing it today. This one comes out as soon as you take the lid off. It just comes out normally. It's absolutely beautiful, the other one. Let's see if I can get this one out. It's running around. What I normally do is just leave fine mist spray in there, and they seem to drink off the side, but I get these little ink pots and I fill them up with water on the side. The thing with these is they look messy now once they've done it, because they randomly web up everywhere and they leave all the debris, as you could see, of all the animals, the insects that they've eaten. But this was really nice when you first saw me do it. But you can see that it's got a mob there, and she is here at the minute, and they're from the same sack. No, they're not from the same sack, because I had that one perished, so this is another one. That's why they're a different size, but I think this one's a female and that one's a male. And I've only ever had one other female. And that perished, unfortunately, when it got to subadult size. So I'm hoping to get this one on a little bit more. Just trying to think what we can feed. One of the Gramastola poultries has just come out for a wandabout. We've got another one in there that's in pre-molt, so it's hiding. Completely different on the way they are. This one's bold. You spray, you feed, I touch the moss, it comes to where I am. This one's so scared and skittish. No idea if they're male or female yet. Right, I can see. This one doesn't really eat on cue. Let me just see if I can grab something. Oh, the Chilibacus species blue, that's a good one. And golden blue leg baboon, Harpacteria pulchripes or pulchripes. I've got one up there, which I think is a female. I've got to try and confirm the molt. I tried, but it mangled it so much I could just see the female sex organs, but it was not 100% because it's tiny. But now I think it's about that big. But I've got one of those in there. Amazing, it was actually kicking off at me last night. Right, where do I put the tongs? Let's clean those off. See if I can get this one. Right. Oh. Drop that in there to get a better grip on the cricket before it starts escaping. There we go. Let's see if I can get this one to eat. This one's not been eaten for a while though. I don't think it's going into a molt because there's 2 molts in there. No. Nothing. The crickets just run away as per normal. Where's the cricket gone? Right, I'll leave that in there because they come out later. Just give them a spray. That's another one I want to get again, is the ornata. I want to get all the pokies again. Ooh. Just saw this one out, so I thought I'd show you, but it's just started off. So this is the P. lungardi, Tarantulas lungardi, the Fort Hall baboon. And these, the coloration of these are absolutely stunning. One never comes out, lives sorely the whole entire time, waits for the cricket to go up to the entrance and then gets it there, or if not, go inside. But this one here normally comes out, so let's have a look. Right, see if I can entice it. This one's normally quite good. But this one's funny though. If you give it a small cricket, it won't even come out at all. It goes for something substantial. It likes to know it's having a good meal, slightly greedy. I'll see if I can entice it up. Although I've disturbed it. See, that's the thing, since being in here, they all seem to come out in the evening a lot more and don't want to come out in the daytime. They've been feeding really, really well in here. If you notice, the lights will flash when I speak. It's on like a sensor to it, so they play with music as well. But I can also change the whole room to red light. So I come in the evening and I can just put it on red light. It illuminates everything, but all the animals cannot see the light. And then I can come in and get all the shots I need to, because I've got is it an orthognatine species, Umathai or something like that, the dancing tiger, earth tiger or something. I've got a massive one in a big 30 by 30 on the wall behind, and I've not seen it, and all we see is feces sprayed through the top of the enclosure, goes out everywhere, all over the wood, all over the walls, and I've not seen it. It's eating well, but it's literally fossorially all day and all night, and I'm trying to get footage of it. And I put like plastic, black plastic on the back of the Exoterra and taped it on so that it wouldn't web or hide itself. But this crafty little thing stuck soil to the web behind it, so you can't see, but it was massive. It literally had a go at me and Lucy when we were trying to rehouse it. I've not seen it since. All we see is feces. So I'm trying to get some footage of that at night time, but at the minute it will not come out. It knows I've moved the tank when we took it from the cabin in here, and it's just, that's it, gone below. But I don't like it with those sort of ones because you never know if they're okay, but you can tell by the feces. Just typical. I'm trying to get one out so you can see. In fact, I could try one of the OBTs, the one of the black ones. See if I can open that up. One of them will run away, one stays out, so I can see if I can get the lid off. Let me just feed this one quickly. I'm not making anything at the minute. I was just prepping for some new enclosures. I've bought these style. So I've gone for these, and you get like this little water dish with it as well, and you get like the little thermometer paper. But I absolutely love these all the way around, and it's perfect size. So I think they're 30 by 30 by 20. So you don't really need the height. What I've known in the Exoterras 30 by 30s, they use everything apart from probably well over, I'd say, half of the top section. You just don't need it unless you want to build it up on a slant. But I think that's nice enough. So I'm going to order about another 10 of these, and then I can do some different sizes. And there's a slightly bigger one for a boreal, but I'm going to have different ideas for the arboreals. But like I said, I've got the floating tanks on the wall behind. I'm not going to show you them now because I've got nothing in the top couple of them, but they're for big tarantulas, and that's, I'd say, they're 1.5 foot, maybe 2 foot tubs like this, completely see-through, but they're floating, so they're going to be for the big ones. Right, this Lungardi, I mean, if you keep tarantulas, definitely get a Lungardi. They are absolutely beautiful. Take ages to grow from slings, but it's the colour of the, see that one's taken, but it's just disappeared down in. I wanted to get you a shot of it. It's a good inch, but it's absolutely stunning, like a yellow mustard colour. And they've been in these for quite some time now. And they like it dry, but what I normally do is just put a bit of moisture down on one side if it needs to go there. But this one's living underneath the leaves and underneath the little den I built for it down there, and it loves it in there. But you can see that on a previous video. Yeah, the camera's not literally at a low angle because I just didn't want to do it yet. I just wanted to talk and get set up on it and just figure it out. I've got a tripod, a new setup coming which moves by itself so that I can get it down and you can see everything. I was just trying to see if any of them come out. If I can find one that will come out for the minute, I'll bring it to you and show you. So let me just see if I can get one of the OBTs. Right. This is the Macumbi OBT, and that one's ran off. This one's out. This one never goes in. If you can see that in there, let me just come round. So if you can see that in there, I'll try and take this one off and see if I can feed it. Let me just get a cricket ready, because this one I normally take. So let me get a cricket ready and I'll show you that one. I absolutely love the Macumbis. This one that I'm going to show you is very chilled at the minute. It's not very aggressive. The other one's skittish, hides, comes out and bends over in half. There you go. Right, let me just see if I can get you to have a look. Just bear with me a sec. I've got to get this off, so I've got to stir up the webbing, so it's going to piss it off. Doesn't matter how many times I go in here, it constantly webs the lid. But it's definitely worth looking at. Wow, that webbing is tight. I'm going to need to change these over soon so it doesn't do this. There we go. Put that down there. Right. So that's one of the DCF Macumbis. If it opens up, it's absolutely stunning. The other one's slightly darker, but never comes out. This one's always out on the top. And I take this off probably every 2 days. And then it just spends the rest of the time consistently webbing this middle bit to the lid. But let's see if I can get it to eat. It might not now because it's all exposed. No, I've disturbed it too much. Let's just give it a second. This one is normally quite good. God, that web is so strong. It's very well fed, as you can see. This is only a small tub, but I trust this one enough. You can actually see it's got pink toes. That web is extremely thick. Like if I touch it, it just all comes with it. but I don't want to. But you can see that's very well fed, but it's not like I've got a classic form OBT that's going into pre-molt, so it's not going to eat at the minute, and every time I go in that just flies around and goes absolutely mental. These Macumbis for some reason are quite chill, but always remember they're still an OBT. Just waiting to see if it'll calm down enough to take that prey item. The thing is it's stopped moving. Oh, this one never fails to eat. That's it, crawl right to it. I mean, come on, look at the colours of it. The black, the yellows. Oh, it's either going to attack or it's either going to get ready to run. And it's probably going to go straight on my hand. But there we go. Let me just give you something else to look at, because this one's not obviously going to eat for a second. I'll leave that there. It might do. Well, the cricket's ran straight under its mouth. Let me give you one that will eat, because it's extremely fat. It's climbing up the glass at the minute. Grammostolepoptera. This one's getting ready to go into pre-molt, but this one still eats. Right. Everybody loves a Grammostolepoptera. See if we can get this little guy to eat. Oh God, he ran off. He never normally does that. I can't see if he's eaten. Where's he gone? No, he's not. So I'm going to have to get that cricket out. But what I do is I just leave that one in a closure like that with the cork bark. And then I normally just spray and mist, because I don't put a water dish in with the Grammostolepopteras. So what I do is I mist and it will come out and they dance with the misting normally. Here you go, look. It's like they attack every bit of the raindrop. If you see it, they just dance around. They're quite interesting. And then what I find is when I've sprayed, they normally stay out and they suck the moisture off the moss. So I'll just give it a good soaking like that and it'll dry out quick. But there you go, look, they come out straight away. They're just fascinating. So you don't need any water dish really until they get bigger, but I just do it like that on the moss. It looks like it's soaked, but it's not. It's just, that'll absorb it quite quickly and then it will come out and dance around. So the OBT still hasn't took that cricket. I'm going to leave this one in here because I know it will take in a bit. I'm trying to think of what else I could show you that's out at the minute. In these I've got the South Mandel tree tigers. Right, that one previously mobbed. Don't think that's going to come out. Oh, OBT's just struck. Let's put that there. Just give it a sec and see if it eats. Oh, I can't believe you lost it for 3 weeks. Come on, what are you doing? You're communicating. Just, the OBT's just tapping it on the head. Excuse me. Or the Depentaloris, at least you lost that. It's not something like a pokey or something you don't want floating around. Right, let's see if I can get this out. What is with this cricket? That's so chilled for that OBT. Let's drop that in there. Let's see if the other one, I never know, the other one might take. See if I can encourage the other one out. But sometimes what I do is I don't normally leave a water dish or anything in there for these. Sometimes I just spray lightly on one side of the web and it's so thick. And I have actually seen this one drink from the web. So that is good to know. And I've also in this one got a classic form OBT, but that one is not going to come out. That's got a fat bum. I can see it in there at the bottom. But these little tubs are absolutely perfect to put them in the clear all the way around. But for a heavy webber, they do actually web up to the lid. But if you're not scared and you just take it off like you see I just do with the OBT, I'm not too bothered. If you just stay chilled, they don't freak out. Right, see if I can get this one and I'll show you if this one will take. There we go. Right, see if I can find this one. Right. There's always one in there. Right. See if I can encourage this Macumbi OBT up. More than likely not, but I'll try to see if I can show you. I'll come round to see if I can show you. Right, so this hole here is where it is. So let's just have a look. Sometimes it comes flying out. Oh, it's right there. I can see the front legs of it. This one's never normally out fully in the open. It will grab and then just disappear back down in. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, if you want to run in, because you can see the molt on this side here. So it's an inch, so it's more than an inch now, this one. I've had them since they were a centimetre. Right, now the cricket knows it's there. The spider is right here. It's done like a chamber on the side of the enclosure that runs around the hole. So it can run all the way around. And you can see it's done another hole there. So it can traverse all of it and it can go underneath. But it is normally right here. And that cricket knows it is. All right, Joe, see you later. I don't know what you mean. Does that cost much? What, the tarantula or? Oh, it's right there. Is he going to take it? Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I'll see you later, mate. Oh, is it going to take? Come on, please just take. Get nothing out on camera today. Everything was out last night. Ah, the baboons are all out. Oh, come on. You can't see it at all then, so that's not going to take. Gutting. Nothing's going to take on there at the second. Let me just pop that one back. I've got got something else a bit bigger I can show you that's out. If I move this. Right, see if I can get something to feed it. See if it will want to come out. In here is the Samopeuys reduncus, the Costa Rican orange mouth. If you can see it literally right there. Just lower this. It is a turn around and see if I can get it to come back this way. There it goes, going to turn around. Going to take. Here we go. Can see it there. Let me just see if I can get it closer, because this one's fast as hell. There you go. So it's a good size. Oh, has it dropped it? Let me just see if I can get it. It's the thing with these Mario worms. It's obviously hungry. Come on. This one normally eats roaches. Come on. No, it's not interested in it. So fussy, wants a roach. All right, so I'll put this one back in. It's not going to eat today. Right, so I think that's all that's going to go on camera at the minute. I can't think of anything else because all the others are away. The Rasties hiding, the Velocipes are hiding, Mindaus are hiding, Progressi's hiding, Arabalis, Vietnam Silvers. That would be a good one that you'd like to see because they're absolutely stunning. Blue with yellow legs, but they're all going to be out later on this evening. So I'll probably try and see if I can do one later in the evening, but I've got GBBs that are out, but they're all in the webbing. Exiensis intermediates, they've all gone in. Big H Gigas has gone in, the Sturmey's gone in, literally everything's gone in on the other side. So it's just a quick one for today for the first one. So thank you for those tuning in, and I'll hopefully start doing more of these just to get myself more familiar when I get my new setup with my new cameras and everything, and it can all freely move. I don't have to adjust it, it just moves by itself. Then you can see everything else. So thanks very much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.